Oh, this is funny. I was gonna turn the camera on me, but I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna start doing videos like this. Hey, look, the reality is that a lot of white people are saying things like black people are trying to hurt them or harm them, or there's this anti-white thing going on. But the reality is, if black people were half of what you say we are, you wouldn't be safe. The reality with black fatigue is black people are acting a fool mostly amongst themselves, and white people are still perfectly safe from black people in their own communities and even ours. Um, I bring white people to the black community all the time here in Atlanta. They don't get mistreated, they get good service. It's not always the same. I'm not going to say it's everywhere, but it's not always the same when reversed. And the reality is that if we were to do just 5% of the type of violence that we've experienced from your people, you wouldn't be able to handle it. Okay? There are no groups of black people riding around killing white people. There are no groups of black people hanging your people. There are no black police officers shooting unarmed white people. There are no black people beating up white people for no reason. Black people mostly mind their business and they shoot at each other and they destroy their own neighborhoods, but they're not riding around destroying yours, and that's just the reality of it. You don't want to see what it would look like if black people were these violent, white hating people that you say that we are. You wouldn't be ready for something like that. You don't want to see these YNs or these young black street dudes riding through your neighborhood with AR-15s, ARPs, and Glocks that have switches attached to them, terrorizing white people. You have no idea what racism feels like. I don't care how many of them call you a cracker or tell you you can't say the N word. You have no idea what it feels like to really deal with actual racism and actual hatred in a violent way. Um, you just don't. You don't know what you wouldn't know what to do if a bunch of black women started calling the police on white kids at stores, or for being in their neighborhood or being in a neighborhood that they live in. If we had black Karens out here ruining your life, trying to get police to come and arrest you and arrest your kids, you don't know what that feels like. You have no idea what racism feels like. I don't care if they're not letting you use the N word. I don't want to hear your cries. I really don't. My people, slavery, we don't have to go back to slavery. The KKK, we don't have to go back that far. We don't have to go to all the police shootings, the George Zimmermans, the guy who shot up a church while people were praying. Black people let a random white kid in their church on a Wednesday night, and he executed them while they were praying. We don't have to talk about your mass shootings that kill a lot of your own people. We can just simply just talk about some of the basic things that have happened right here in America that still happen to this day. The systematic racism that keeps some black people down, that puts us in positions that we don't even deserve. I'm not really a big fan of affirmative action. And what that does is actually cripples a group of people because you no longer have to work for it. So believe it or not, the things that you talk about actually are not beneficial to us as much as you may think. Because if